Hi Gemini, it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot and Cartomancy, and I'm here to do your October 2025 reading. October is the 10th month, so you can expect change this month. It's the beginning of the double digits. It's a new development. You're evolving in some way, and you're wanting something new to start, a little bit more or more stable, even than your last cycle that you were through. So I'm using the transparent cards this month and the cartomancy. That's the combo. Oh, as well as the sacred rebels. So in the sacred rebels, you have the word wants to be written. So there's something you need to do. You need to create something, write about something, paint about something, write a song. You need to get your feelings, maybe even your experience out of whatever you've been through, because I think it's going to help you and it could be successful, whatever it is that you need to do, because it's something that you need to express. It's an expression here. And it's also letting go of any shame that we carried from the event, whatever the event was. It could have been a teacher, a boss, or someone who possibly shamed you, and they were just transferring their own shame. Because usually someone that would do that has their own shame that they carry, and then they dump it on somebody else. So this is where you're going to be able to express that. Okay. Sorry about the dogs barking. So, what jumped out for you? First, you have the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is about some sort of you're getting news of some sort of an opportunity that you need to act quickly on. You could have applied or expressed interest in something, and now you're getting a response. This is a response that you will need to act quickly. And I think it's about work of some sort, a project, a creation, a development, and this is a very rooted healing development, something that could be very successful, but also you're developing something here within yourself, okay? It's a new healing journey, taking better care of yourself, but also wanting, if it's a relationship, it's wanting something that's grounded and rooted in nature. And that's why I feel like this could be something, some sort of healing project that you're doing, and you could get some feedback about it, an opportunity for success. Okay. Then you have the Queen of, I'm going to show you her separately. Hard to see her when she's on top of these other ones right now. It's getting really busy. So the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups wants to be in relationship. This could be a water sign around you, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio person. It could be yourself wanting, so this is a new relationship perhaps you're wanting to develop. You've expressed interest and now you're getting feedback about it, something that's very grounded, something that's not too caught up. Like there's definitely attraction and lust, but this is kind of an equal, grounded, stable relationship. Okay. So she's kind of seen as the prize, or you are. Then you have wait, I'm going to put this on. Then you have the Five of Cups, and it looks like something has gone wrong, hurt feelings, perhaps something like that. And it could be with the Queen of Cups. Uh, Something has fallen apart in some way. There's hurt, regret, depression, perhaps. And then along with that, you have the Three of Spades. And so, even though you feel lied to or backstabbed or something here, you're putting this last sword in yourself. You're doing it. And so, you're starting to harm yourself with bad thoughts, shame, guilt, something in this situation where I don't necessarily think it was your doing. Taking responsibility for perhaps something that's not yours. And it's probably with this Queen of Cups. So I think it could have started off really good, but perhaps something has gone wrong here. And the way that you need to express yourself about this, and it's not really to talk about it, it says you need to create something to express yourself here, okay? So we have the past, present, future here, beginning of October, middle of October, end of October. All right. So in the past, you have the Empress, which is about bringing something to life. This is Mother Earth. I hate this glare. I might turn that lamp off. There we go. Now you can see it. Mother Earth. So this is very new beginnings, fertile beginnings, where um, you're able to take a plan and an idea, make a plan, and now development. When you plant seeds, something's going to grow, but first you need to plant the seeds. Then you have the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is looking for something a little bit more emotionally, because emotions are a lot of different things. And so this person, for one thing, is looking to conquer their own emotions and mature emotionally through something, but also deciding that those last two cups that aren't there is something worthwhile, something that you really want in relationship. Okay, and so this is new fertile seeds to going after that. He's after the sun. And then you have the Justice card. And so the Justice card is about, for one thing, it's about balance, right? Bringing things into balance. But it's also about doing the right thing, doing the right thing. And um, this is about, I think that you've had the emotional in your relationships. It's been very hot and heavy, perhaps, Gemini, and now you're looking for a little bit more creative, a little bit more passion, a little bit more um like some people in relationships, they're not touchy feely, right? Not touchy feely, like, it's a partnership more than you. Sure, you have a physical things happen, but it's not like some others where very, very emotional and very really loving and then really fighting. So I think you've been through those sort of things, and now you're seeking a little more fire, a little more creativity, a little more fun. It's something a little different in relationship, that emotional maturity kind of thing. And and the fire is also like doing variety and different activities and living, really living. It's the other part, right? Work and play kind of thing. So you're looking for a little more balance in um, your emotional self and possibly relationships. In the middle of October, first you have the Emperor. And the Emperor is about being a little bit more in control of the situation. You could be the boss, the landlord, the father figure. And the emperor kind of oversees everything, and makes decisions based on everyone's good, what's good for all, right? What will make things function correctly and smoothly, and so has to make decisions for everybody. But this is very stable position as long as we don't become the tyrant, right? So, along with the Emperor, you have the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is competing ideas. This could be at where you work, maybe with your employees, someone who is under you. And anyway, they're conflicting, competing ideas, and everybody wants their idea to be the one that you go with, and so you may have to make a decision based to how to please all these people. I feel but you will succeed. You're going to be happy. You could be moving to the city too. You could be moving to a more controlled environment. Maybe you or someone around you, maybe in your family, is getting things under control, where it was very conflicting before, had very conflicting energy, and now is getting more stable energy, looking for happiness and contentment. And that's what you're after. You're kind of fighting for it, right? Carmela, excuse me. And near the end of October, you begin with the King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles has mastered the coin, for one thing, and your health. You could have started a new health regime, or have mastered how to take care of yourself very well. And you could be healthy, doing exercise or walking, or trying to eat right, quit smoking, whatever. Anyway, as make decisions on a very wise, stable level, successful in some way, feels confident in their ability to bring a success to something. So as a master, and but does not put his energy into something unless he sees it's worth its while. He can see its value. All right. And then the sun. So there could be an earth sign come into the picture, a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus person, and could come into the picture, and that could represent some of that stability. Like they're kind of grounded, they kind of do things slow and carefully, but like to have fun. And there's a variety of, could be a stableness about this person. But anyway, the sun rises and sets around this person. This, it also says, if this is you and your energy, that you're the King of Pentacles now, what you're wanting to do with this pentacle, with this new idea, this new possible beginning, is going to be very successful. If this is someone you've met who is stable, healthy, fun, sensible but sensual, anyway, they could make you very, very happy. And um, and you feel young again in a way. With the sun, you feel young again. There's fences mended when the sun comes. A lot of growth, and also a lot of you're able to see everything clearly now, in a good light. In a good light. But you also have the moon. So it says that you need to be careful around moon times, because the moon can really cloud our sight, cloud our vision, cloud our judgment. So that's that two sides of you, Gemini? Like, you're very predictable but unpredictable. You like stability, but you like variety. You are very quick thinker, very intelligent, but may have a hard time relaying that at times. Not can't have difficulty socially. So there's like these two sides, these two moods in a way. All right, and this person could have these two moods, two sides to them, or be very reactive around the moon time. Can't see things quite as clearly as they can sometimes. So sometimes there's a bit of confusion, or you feel confusion from this person. You're not sure how to see them that clearly. But then in the cartomancy, what jumped out for you is the Eight of Spades. So it says here that the problem, whatever problems in the past, there was communication issues. Okay. So either you're not hearing the truth, or what you're hearing is hurtful. You're not liking, I shuffled these and everything already. You're not liking it. Or someone is shaming you. They're saying something that's not nice. Oops, we got to go backwards. I forgot the middle card. Back, 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 back. So if that happens to you when you're doing this, just go backwards. Just pick them up backwards in order. We got it. Now we can start again. Go around 7 times till there's 3 cards in each pile. Don't. So in the first pile, you have the 6 of Hearts, the 6 of Diamonds, and the 2 of Clubs. So this is a lot of development and steps you're making in your life. You want to be happier. You want to get along and work together in a relationship equally, I think. You want to know that they're into it. Are you here because you want to be, and all that. But a nice balance, emotional balance. And also, you're taking steps in business somehow, in investment somehow, also in your creativity, developing something. Could be developing something you enjoy into a business somehow. But anyway, I see you having a meeting here. Also, yeah, it says promotion. Perhaps there's promotion here. And a meeting. This is a work meeting about possibly your promotion. It could be a friend, someone that's a friend that told you about this. They're working there and got you in or something. But anyway, this could be an interview. It's a work meeting about taking something to the next level, growing, and yeah, taking steps. This could also be a partnership in a relationship where you could be deciding to invest together as partners into something. You trust, you get to a part where you trust each other. That's also could be friend, family member, but you get to a place where you trust each other and you decide you want to invest in together and become partners. Or it's just a meeting about it for now. Well, then we have business talk. And this is probably a week and a half, 2 weeks into October. So we have job talk, the Jack of Diamonds, and the 5 of Hearts, or 8 of Clubs, I should have said. So it looks like you could be talking with a friend, like I said. Yeah, I think it's a friend. And there is something that you're feeling very lucky. You feel like this is something coming to you that even could be a favor. It could be a favor. It doesn't have any monetary value, but it means something to you. Okay, so this is a plus. This is a development, and it's but I feel like it's around some sort of job talk, working together, helping you uh, get somewhere here. Queen of Spades, Ace of Hearts, and the Queen of Diamonds. So, okay. So this is above you. It's kind of on your mind, and there could be two people in your life. Okay. This is also the two sides of Gemini, right? There's this very dependable, sensible, you know, hardworking side of Gemini, and then there's this like it's like the angel and the devil on the shoulders kind of thing. Not you, that you're bad in any way, but sometimes Geminis can say exactly what they mean. It can be harsh sometimes, but they want to be honest and direct. No point messing around, right? Anyway, this queen of spades is usually single, separated, widowed, or divorced. She could have been very hurt, or he, it could be a man, could have been very hurt by the situation, the breakup, and still carries that a little bit. Could just be, yeah, like they have hurt feelings. Okay. Then we have the Ace of Hearts, and this could be someone new that you meet, new on your mind, developing a new relationship with this person. This person could be your mother that you're wanting to start new, or she's an older person. This person is older than you, and or you could be the older person, actually, Gemini as well. But the Queen of Diamonds is usually an older person. They're mature. They could have gray or white hair, don't have to. They also could have like reddish or strawberry blonde hair, green eyes or gray eyes. And but there could be something new developing between these two people, a new friendship, a new relationship. It could be something to do with family. This could be sisters, could be mother daughter, something like that. Okay. Something new developing there. And it could be after harsh words, like, you know. So, at your work pile, but this doesn't have to be work, 10 of diamonds, 3 of diamonds, and the 4 of spades. So, 10 of diamonds, 3 of diamonds, like, wow, this is something that could sustain you for a long time, long term financial investment, like that you will reap rewards from, very rewarding. And this is beginning of the wish come true. This is the beginning of it happening, right? And then on top of that, there's the 4 of spades. Now, the 4 of spades is doubt. Okay, things are going really good, and then you have some sort of doubt in yourself, in your ability, whether you can pull this off, where you can make this happen, and and almost predicting or waiting for something to go wrong. But that's that old stuff. That's the old stuff that hurt you before, that it's okay to be cautious and take your time, but you don't have to feel that you don't deserve it, because you do. How others are seeing you or influencing you, you have the 10 of hearts, the 7 of clubs, and the 8 of diamonds. So the 10 of hearts is a lot of joy, happiness, things coming true. Sometimes it represents a home or a wedding or some sort of new step in relationship, or something an anniversary, something to recognize the relationship, taking another step. But it's very happy. And the 7 of clubs and the 8 of diamonds. And I feel like someone could be worried, but then having conversations to overcome those worries, to reassure someone that we'll be okay financially. This is how we'll do it. This is how we'll work it out. You could be thinking about selling a home, buying a home, because this is quite often the home and the family. But it's happiness, talking about how you'll work out any worries, any concerns, trying to resolve these. Because Eight of Diamonds is a solutions card, it's talking out, working solutions. In the foundation, you have the Nine of Diamonds, the King of Clubs, and the Nine of Hearts. Wow. So the Nine of Hearts, as you know it, or if you don't know, is the wish card. And it's emotional fulfillment. Can't be any happier. You feeling so lucky, so grateful for everything. The King of Clubs is usually a brown or hazel eyed. Excuse me. I'm gonna sneeze. Usually I sneeze after coughing, pardon me. Brown or hazel eyed man. He could have brown hair, could even be auburn. Um, this person is creative. They're an action oriented person. They take action and take something to the next development stage. They can see ahead how if it, how to develop something. You can ask them just about and talk about problem solvers. So when I was said about talking about solutions, about concerns. So and the Nine of Diamonds is an ambitious card. This is a very ambitious person, wants to win, wants to succeed, but they might just have the Midas touch. They are very good at bringing things to fruition, to development, and this could be you, Gemini, or this person around you. So this is would definitely be a good partnership because it shows success. Okay. There's a possibility too that this person, you could have met this person, could have met them at work, could have met them on your travels, like you could have traveled for some reason. This could have been for pleasure or for work. But you could have met this person there, and there is definitely something worth pursuing. All right. So you've already met this person, I feel like. Okay. And what you don't expect is the Ace of Diamonds, the Nine of Spades, and the Five of Diamonds. So I feel like there's a possible, so here's an offer, here's a contract, here's the new beginning. And um, it, it definitely can make you money and change your financial situation. But I also feel like there's something stable about it. Okay. But it says there's some sort of could be in the health field, actually, could have something to do with the health field or healing, to do with healing. There could be some sort of health issue. It says here something to do with health. Could be at a hospital, um, or a social service sort of thing. People in need in some way. So anyway, and I think that while you are successful, at the same time you're helping healing these wounds. Okay, so changing. This is a lot of changing the way you think and how you talk to yourself, perhaps, right? But huge change and positive development in your physical too. This is going to make positive changes in your physical self. You're going to feel better, but it's, it's slaying those old demons or leaving those old demons to rest, kind of thing. Anyhow, wow, that's very interesting, Gemini. So it looks like a lot of good things going on here. Um, this is a very healing time for you. You're able to express yourself. You just want honesty, You just want honesty. You want to be straightforward with people. I know you want relationship, love, happiness, contentment, but you don't want conflict, and but you want to be able to be straight and people to be straight with you. You respect that, I think. Um, uh, a balance. There's a balance happening here between these two people or with yourself, and a certain amount of acceptance. Sometimes we have to wear different hats in life. Like when you're at work, you can't be mama to everybody. You need to say no. You need to make decisions. But people try things, and sometimes you have to say no. It's just part of it. It's not being mean. It's taking responsibility, being mature, right? So, yeah. Well, yeah, this is like you got so many good cards. Nine of Hearts, Ten of Cups, the Sun. Lots of tens in here, actually, now that I'm talking about that. You have, and nines for that matter. So there's a lot of progression and something that's definitely changing here. And then the surprise is the ace. Well, you got two aces, Ace of Hearts, Ace of Diamonds. These are both red aces, things that are going to make you happy and successful, basically. Okay. All right. Well, you'll have to let me know. I really appreciate all your likes and your comments, especially, and sharing and anything that you do to help me. Thank you. Take care, Gemini, and have a good October. Oh, I wanted to say happy Thanksgiving to any Canadians. We celebrate Thanksgiving this month, and it's also the Samian or Samian, I think it is, at near the end of the month, which is a time to honor the dead, honor those who have passed on already into the next world. So I wish you a good time with those. Bye now.